Skylar, I play bass.
I'm Liam, I play guitar.
I'm Nick, I'm the vocalist, I yell at people.
I'm Matt, I play guitar.
I'm Gabe, I play drums.
So, growing up, what were some of your influences?
Mostly I listened to a lot of like late 70s punk stuff growing up. It was a lot of the Clash, a lot of the Ramones type stuff, and it just sort of naturally led into a more 80s hardcore thing.
I was I listened to a lot of thrash metal, like a lot of Metallica and Megadeth, some Slayer in there. But as I grew older, I found deathcore was my cup of tea.
Slayer.
Yeah, pretty much the same. I grew up on Slayer, then that progressed into Misery Signals, and Comeback Kid, and then just everything else from there.
I started on classic rock, some Led Zeppelin and all that, and then got into 80s metal, thrash metal, and then punk, and then fucking hardcore, man.
What was the first hardcore show that you ever attended?
My first show was at the Coalition with Homewrecker and Harm's Way. Actually, I was a late bloomer with the shows. That was when I was like 17, and that was a insane time.
My first one was Life Ruiner. I was like 15 in Newmarket with Blessed by a Broken Heart. So dope. That band rules.
I saw Chelsea Grin and Blind Witness for free one time, but I didn't really go to any hardcore show until I saw like fucking Backtrack and Straight from the Path with like North Lane forever ago. That was probably my first real hardcore show.
Okay, Stick to Your Guns with Motionless in White and Chelsea Grin, 2008.
My first real hardcore show, I guess, was I saw Agnostic Front open. I mean, I played with a bunch of like local openers. That was probably my first real hardcore show, and that's what really set me off.
So, what inspires your music?
I feel like that's a Nick question.
Yeah.
I kind of wrote all of it, well, for the most part, but Slayer and whatever I feel like listening to myself. I personally don't listen to much hardcore music. I listen to a lot of emo shit. But my viewpoint has always been like I don't want to sound like another band. I kind of just want to do my own thing and be unique.
Bring it all in together.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's basically where our music comes from. I just write what I want to hear.
Nick usually comes along with a riff idea off the bat, and then we'll jam it once or twice, and then like usually like speed it up into, because we're trying to blast in all cylinders as fast as we can, and then slow it down to absolutely nothing. So we just take ideas and then kind of beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, I feel like it's very angry.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
it's more sad at the beginning, and then it gets angry.
Yeah.
We kind of harness anger.
Yeah, the sad boy shit is kind of a precursor to the heavy, if you get what I mean.
It's a prelude.
Yeah, exactly.
Prelude.
Yeah.
Before you play a show, what kind of routine do you have? Like, do you guys do anything special or anything to get together and get amped?
Usually we try to arrive as late as possible.
Whenever load-in is, it's about 2 hours later.
So we're all really stressed and anxious, and then
We like making all the other bands, play before us.
We kind of show up right when we have to play.
not on purpose
Not
by
on
any
purpose.
means.
No.
It's usually because we played a show the night before and we're just hungover as shit, and we wake up at like 2 in the afternoon.
That's professional.
I'm the dad, so I'm always pissed.
Yeah, he's always fucking pissed.
And I drive like an old man, so.
It's actually mostly just Nick is hungover the night before. And then
Yeah. It's just Nick.
Yeah.
So, the next question's for Nick.
Okay.
You've kind of overcome a lot in the last few years. How do you feel that's affected your music?
I don't know. I really don't give a shit about my time in the hospital. It's not really a part of my life anymore, so I don't really write about it. I kind of just write about girls I hate and shit like that because I'm a fucking emo kid. But yeah, I don't know. Cancer used to be an influence on my music when I was going through it, but now that I'm not dealing with it anymore, it's not really a thing. I just don't give a shit. Yeah, it's a past part of my life.
Have you guys had any like funny incidents on stage where you guys kind of just like looked at each other and was like, really?
Every show.
When Matt never plays the harmonies right in Liar.
Come on. Or I used to when you were in the band.
or Betrayal.
Or when Gabe fucked with me that one time in Chatham with the friggin' super slow hi-hat hits.
Oh yeah.
Started out as
I was just like
90 BPM. I'd say my favorite is when Matt tried to do some backing vocals and
Oh,
had the worst
lordy,
voice
lordy.
crack I've ever heard.
Yeah, we voted I don't do vocals.
Ridiculous.
Where do you see the future of Coffin Dragger? Like, where do you see yourself in the next few years?
Hopefully everywhere.
Next year we actually got asked to do a run with some cool Ontario hardcore bands. So like early next year, probably gonna do like a little mini tour, play all of our respective hometowns, and like each band that we're with will headline their town, and that'll probably be our first real time on the road because we've been too broke and working too much to really do anything except play like the odd out of town show and shit
Yeah.
like that. So.
We're really starting to solidify kind of as a band now. We weren't up to this point of being a band. We've just been melded because we all come from very different musical backgrounds, and so we're really kind of starting to brand, I'd say, what we feel like is our own kind of style of hardcore, but still keeping to like the old school ethic. So I think at this point moving forward, we're just gonna try to blast out as many EPs, shows, as much as we can do.
We
Just
got our shit together now.
yeah, getting our
People
shit together
give a
and
shit
just
about us when it's
yeah,
fucking time.
starting to become an actual full-fledged hardcore band.
Yeah.
Obviously, no one really gets into hardcore for the money. There's not much in it. But what kind of things, like, what do you guys do for jobs outside of the band? Like, what do you do to make some money so you guys can do the tours and do the music?
Standing on the corner at Richmond at Dundas. No.
Man's gotta eat.
I like to record bands on the side, and I sell phones at Walmart, or Hell. I sell phones in Hell, which is Walmart.
Surprisingly, I work at the Y. I don't work out, but I work at the Y.
Yeah, I work part-time as a cashier at Dollarama, and then on the side I hang the lights at the Grand Theater downtown.
I've been unemployed for about a week now, but I start working at Burger King tomorrow. Fucking yippee.
I just go to school.
Making bank, son!
This next one's for Matt. You record a lot of different bands and stuff on the side. How do you find time to record other bands, do the whole like you know, band practice and work at the same time? Like,
And girlfriend.
yeah, and
Full-time
girlfriend.
job.
You know, does it get overwhelming?
Knock life, man.
It's a bit of a shit show. As to, I don't sleep a lot. Right now, I'm trying to finish our stuff, but I have some other bands going on the go, so it's kind of just juggling time, which is pretty difficult. But I wouldn't change it for the world.
If you had one thing you could say to the newer generation of hardcore, kids that coming into the hardcore scene, what would you say to them?
Have fun. I would honestly say go out, support all your bands, all the local bands in the scene.
Get out to any show you can, really.
And then you'll get it in return, I guess.
And man, if you have the ability to do so, book shows. Always
book
book
shows
shows.
yourself.
Yourself. Don't let anyone else do it.
Yeah, if you can't get a show, make the show yourself.
We've put 70 people in this basement so many times. Like, there's so many memories here alone.
The camera's literally like
There's
at the
no,
wall.
there is no boundary. That's why we love hardcore. That's why we play hardcore, because the DIY and the punk attitude, you can't lose that and still have a scene. You know, that's how it starts from the bottom, and you know it can't go anywhere but up. You just fucking make it yourself.
I smell a drink quote.
Took it in the bottom, now I'm queer.
We play out Cold Fest in Windsor.
28th.
2x4.
Yeah, with 2x4, Falsifier, and all the homies on the 28th.
Yeah, Underliers.
It's gonna get rowdy.
You know, yeah.
We
Shit's
got an
gonna be
album
lit.
coming out too.
Yeah.
Middle of December.
Yeah.
Desperation, I think.
It's gonna. Yeah, it's called Desperation.
Yeah, tell your friends.
Yeah.
That's
It's gonna be
Tell
lit.
your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell
tell
your grandma.
man, bring dogs.
Yeah. Bring.
Thanks, guys. It's been awesome.
Thank you, dude.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Make sure you check out Coffin Dragger and their new EP coming out soon.